If you watch my videos, you know that part of proper and effective stress management involves a healthy diet. And I've said so many times that truly we are what we eat, what we ingest, what we take into our bodies become the building blocks for our bodies. So we are quite literally what we eat, but we are also how we eat. It's not just about what we eat. That's important, but it's also important how we eat. So today I want to make sure that you consider mindful eating as another tool in your toolbox for proper and effective stress management. While a healthy diet, a diet that focuses on nutrition, is important, it's just as important how you eat. It's important that you know what you're eating, but it's also important that you slow down when you eat and that you pay attention when you eat. How many times do you eat while doing something else? We've all been sold this idea of multitasking, and on some level, it's truly the biggest lie we've ever been sold, or one of the biggest lies. You should be able to do one thing at a time and not feel guilty about it. So rather than focusing on something else while you're eating, why not give your attention to your eating? Pay attention to how fast you're eating. For so many people, they rush through a meal because they want to get to the next thing, because they're pressed for time or they're stressed about time. Well, that's not right. You should be able to take the time to enjoy your meal. So pay attention to how quickly you're eating. Are you chewing your food, or are you kind of just swallowing it half chewed? That's not good for you, and frankly, you deserve better. Pay attention to how quickly you eat, but also pay attention to what you're eating, not only in terms of buying the food and preparing the food, but when you are in the process of enjoying your meal, pay attention to the food. Look at it. Engage your senses. It's not only about the taste, it's also about how it looks. It's about how it smells. It's about how it feels in your mouth. And of course, it's about how it tastes. So if you slow down and become more mindful about that meal experience, you are now engaging in mindful eating. And think about how different that is compared to how so many people so often eat mindlessly and almost oblivious, or sometimes completely oblivious to what's going on. Rather than paying attention to what you're putting in your mouth and how it feels and how it tastes and smells and how it looks before you eat it, we're just shoving things in our mouth, kind of chewing it, but not really chewing it appropriately, swallowing it, and all of this is happening while we do something else, like look at a TV or look at the computer, maybe check your emails, or maybe you're even working. How many times are you working through your lunch? And how many times when you get home, you sit down in front of the TV or you're engaged with your phone more than with your food? So today, I really want to encourage you to try a new trend for yourself, to develop a new habit of eating mindfully. So not only pay attention to what you're eating in terms of making nutritionally sound choices, but slow down and make the meal experience your primary experience. Now you may share a meal with loved ones or friends where you engage in conversation, and that's fine, but that's not to say that you still can't be mindful about your eating experience. Slow down. Maybe put down your fork or your spoon between bites to make yourself slow down. Make sure you chew your food. Look at your food, experience your food before you even put it in your mouth, and then fully experience it with your senses. Once you put it in your mouth, chew it properly, swallow it, and be present for the entire experience. For some of you, I know you're already feeling some sort of anxiety that I'm asking you to do nothing but engage in having a meal, right? That I'm asking you not to multitask, but think about what kind of a habit have you fallen into if the idea of mindful eating gives you anxiety or makes you feel uncomfortable. This may be the biggest reason why you should engage in mindful eating and should work on making that a new habit for yourself. So today, I strongly encourage you to incorporate mindful eating. You can start with one meal a day. Make one of your meals a mindful eating experience, and then work your way up to making all of your eating experiences a mindful eating experience. This is yet another way of making sure that you're strong, healthy, and resilient, and that you have the best chance of managing stress effectively. If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the link below.